All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I'm not really sure what I want to title the video yet, but Lord Will's brothers just saw on the screen. I just played the clip of Operation Sandman. No clip I played, tons of times through the spirit of Bobby Halba Hashem Yahweh Shai a bunch of times. Um, Basically explaining how the petrodollar is pretty much on its deathbed. All right, with Saudi Arabia announcing that they're getting ready to accept other currencies outside of the U.S. dollar, and pretty much they're getting ready to join the BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, India, South Africa, China, and South Africa. All right, and pretty much it's going to be the death blow of the U.S. dollar. All right, basically, once they come out and fully make that announcement that they're going to accept other currencies outside of the U.S. dollar. All right, and we all know that that's going to lead to hyperinflation. All those dollars are going to pour back into the United States and hyperinflate over itself, and that's when you're going to see things get really ugly out here. All right, but Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen. Um, I took a screenshot of a video, a part of the video that the guy Richie from Boston did. I couldn't find the original video, but I just took a screenshot of the video that he did, and I'm pretty sure all the brothers out there have heard this or seen it already. But it says, I think it was 2 days, like a week ago. I think this guy came out and said that the president of Kenya urges citizens to get rid of U.S. dollar. All right, Operation Sandman or Project Sandman. All right. Um, Now in August you got South Africa getting ready to host the BRICS summit. All right, which I believe Saudi Arabia, I think Turkey, probably more than likely Mexico. I believe that's why all this news about Mexico people going down there and getting killed. Um, they're putting all that shit in the news because BRICS pretty much just offered a spot to Mexico to join, and I believe, and they were even talking about going to Mexico. Babylon was actually talking about going down to Mexico to go down there and investigate it. Pretty much wanted to invade Mexico because it's a chance that they might join the BRICS as well. All right, but yeah, the president of Kenya came out and told the citizens to get rid of U.S. dollars in the next couple of weeks. All right, because something big is going to happen. Could happen in the next. Is going to happen in the next couple of weeks, or could happen. All right, and this is what is this week 1? So next week would be the last week. All right, or whatever he was warning his people about could go down. All right, we know one thing for sure: the U.S. dollar is on its deathbed. It's pretty much over for the U.S. dollar. All right, and the reason why this guy could have said that, like this article said, is because of Operation Sandman. And Saudi Arabia getting ready to announce that they were going to accept other currencies outside of the U.S. dollar, because they already said they wasn't going to increase oil output. They're not going to do any of that. As Biden, basically went over there and begged them to do. They said they're not going to do it, increase their oil production. They're not going to do it. All right, and again, they're talking about using other currencies for the U.S. dollar. So could they be ready to come out in the next couple of weeks before the summit in South Africa in August? All right, they could come out or and announce it, sooner rather than later. All right, but yeah, when I saw this, I just said, yeah, that could be a possibility why he said that, because maybe they, because these people got the inside baseball, they know what's going on. All right, and like the guy Richie from Boston said, this is the dude that had came out against the knockout punch, the jabs, the test. He came out against that and said they don't work. So like the guy like Richie from Boston said, sometimes these guys will speak some truth and give you a heads up. So could Saudi Arabia be ready to announce that that the dollar is done? that we're not gonna select it, that we're not gonna accept U.S. dollars only for our oil. And then why would current, because these nations around the world hate America, so why would they even want to deal in U.S. dollars? I can buy oil for other something else. I'm gonna just use something else and just let the U.S. collapse. Because once that happens, the United States is gonna collapse. Even Fox News, the brother Shamak down in Miami, he did a video uh about that. On the mainstream now, they're saying that if the petrodollar collapses, that's gonna be the end of the U.S. the United States. All right, so or the financial system or the dollar, basically. All right, so this could happen. This could be coming. You saw Saudi Arabia could be getting ready to make that announcement sooner rather than later. All right, if not that, then let me pull up something else real quick. Salaki Brothers. Lord Wills Brothers can see on the screen. I have this article here from Kent's 5. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And this is CBS, so this is mainstream. As you can see the I right there. All right. And it says, yes, the big C can be transferred through money. And just put up October 20th, 2021. And when this whole thing went down, this is one of the first things they were saying, how the disease was getting transferred was by way of money. But then they kind of laid off of it a little bit from saying that. I guess because they were getting ready to print up all that stimulus money to hand out to people, and they didn't want people to be afraid of it. They wanted the people to go out there and spend it so they could print up all that money and destroy the U.S. economy, which was genius. All right, now they could play this card again and say that, yeah, money is spreading the disease, and we got to come up with a new system, which we already got in place. All right, but you think they're setting up, like in Panera Bread, they're setting up a palm reading thing to pay for stuff. It's here, man. It's here. The dollar is done. Whether it happens that way or some other wild card Esau throws out there, the Most High will ultimately the Most High throws out there to collapse this system. For one thing's for sure, it's coming, man. All right. Scriptures say we prophesy not of a time far off. It's coming, man. All right. The dollar being completely and utterly worthless is coming. And again, they could play this card again. All right. And again, the reason why I kind of believe, just speaking as a man, the first time they backed off from this, because they could have did it the first time, and the people would have fell for it. But they wanted to print up all that stimulus money, the stimulus money, and people go out there and spend it, and that's what and tank the economy. 80% of the dollars in circulation now was from by way of the that stimulus money when the pandemic first went down. All right, and that really collapsed the economy because through that, you know, businesses shut down. And another sign to show that this it's all over for this place. Look at the businesses that's laying people off. They're all tech companies or the big box stores that was allowed to stay open during the pandemic, like Dell, Microsoft, the Metaverse, Facebook, and all that. They were still prospering, because people couldn't go out. People were staying home on the internet, on their computers, or whatever. So they were still prospering. But look now they're shutting down. Walmart, Target, they were still open. All right. But now they're closing stores left and right. All right. So that's another sign to show that it's just over for this place, man. And again, I believe they're gonna play this card again. All right. Just speaking as a man, they could play this card again. All right. And the people will buy it because the people are idiots. The people in America are idiots, man. That's why they took the knockout punch, the jab. All right. But either way, man, the U.S. dollar is done. All right. Either way it goes down, or if the Most High again throws out some other wild card. All right. This money system is finished. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 19, and they should cast their silver in the streets, which are the silver that you use and we use here in Babylon today as paper money, fiat currency, debit cards and credit cards. And their gold should be removed, and their silver and their gold should not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. And they should not satisfy their soul, neither fear their bowels, because it is a stumbling block for their iniquity. All right, what's going to place the silver and gold that the people are going to just get rid of because it's going to be worthless? The Karagma. Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Right, the microchip technology. To sum it up. All right, to be embedded inside your body to buy and sell things. Verse 17, and then no man might buy or sell, say he that have the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so what's going to replace fiat currency? All right, the microchip, the charagma. All right, and again, it could happen by way of Saudi Arabia coming out in the next couple of weeks, or maybe next week, or maybe later this week. Today's only Wednesday. Maybe not this week, but like next couple of weeks, or sometime next month in April or May, in the summer months, before the BRICS hold their summit and come out and say we're joining BRICS. We're going to accept other currencies outside the U.S. dollar, but mainly we want to deal in the yuan, the yuan, or the Russian ruble, or gold and silver, and that's going to tank the U.S. dollar because these nations again hate America. So why would they? If there's a way that they can give them up under America, why wouldn't they? They're going to do it. All right. Or again, they could play the C19 card again and say it's spreading, it's ramping up and it's spreading through cash. So we got to do some we got a system in place to replace it. Or again, the most I could throw another wild card out there where something else happened, like COVID. I mean, the big C, that was a wild card. Who saw that coming? Nobody. All right. But for one thing, man, the doing away with paper money is close, man. All right, and you can't deny it. All right. That's why people out there are losing their mind. Like brothers are doing a video of this one Jake woman losing her mind talking about the Most High and why would why would the Most High make us suffer like that? People are going to lose their mind. It's going to be worse. Like the elder brother video I was watching, the brother said that it's going to be worse. It's going to be more of that because people, you know, because people's lives is about to change, man, for the worse. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he was saying to me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it with the vision of the prophecies. And one of the prophecies is the paper money system being pushed out and the Karagma replacing it. And make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision, which is prophecies, is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, for it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right, and it ain't tarrying, man. All right, every financial expert you watch is saying the same thing. The dollar, this financial system days is numbered. All right, and I believe it's going to be closer than what we think. Like the Lord said, our salvation is nearer than we believe, and we need the money system to collapse so we can receive our salvation. Abaratazah, the brothers out there pushing on myself of the elect. All right, one of the things we need for our salvation to come is for this current financial system, to collapse. And Esau and the Most High putting the spirit on Esau to usher in the new one. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers. They push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.